Okay, I think we're live here. I'm here with Suzanne from PA Youth Ranch. We're just doing a quick community highlight here. So I'm going to let Suzanne kind of talk about what her organization is and what it does. Go ahead, Suzanne.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sue from the PA Youth Ranch, and basically, the PA Youth Ranch is a nonprofit organization that provides summer camps and monthly activities to all school-age kids. So anybody, any student entering kindergarten in the fall is eligible to come to our camp, and it goes all the way to 12th grade. Um, the neat thing, I think, of course, about our camp is that we don't charge anything to the families. There's no charge, and it's first come, first serve. And families sometimes are asked to provide transportation, but for the elementary school camp, which is our camp that runs from July 9th, 10th, 11th. It's a day camp, so the kids come and they get to do the same things that the big kids get to do, just more age appropriate and more people watching over them, obviously. But it's all outdoor activities, horseback riding, archery, crafts, hiking, fishing, any kind of outdoor activity. And of course, safety is always our first goal. Our funding comes from donations from individuals, excuse me, service organizations, churches, individuals. Yeah, I already said that. But so it's the whole community that comes together and makes this happening for the kids, and we're just basically the hands and feet there putting it on. And so, yeah, so this is our 10th year that we've been doing this, and we're truly amazed every year how God really brings it all together. We're a Christian camp, so the kids also have chapel and learn the things about God and their life in that. And we're just amazed how it all comes together. And it takes a ton of volunteers. Every single person, I'm the director and I'm a volunteer. Every single person is a volunteer. They're just giving of their precious time because they believe that we want to do something good for the kids. Get them off the streets, at least for a couple days, and teach them some things or give them the opportunity to explore some things that they may not have the opportunity to do any other time, such as shooting archery or horseback riding because they can't have their own horse. So it's all volunteers and it's wonderful people that always come together that make this happening, this camp. The high school, middle school to high school kids, that's kids entering 6th grade to 12th grade, they're an overnight camp, and yeah, they stay overnight, and but they get to do the same thing. The little kids do the same thing the big kids do. We just scale it down for the little kids, and yeah, we have an awesome time, and there may be even some messy games sometimes involved where we just get really, messed up, but with all kinds of fun stuff. We try to make it fun, but yeah, just provide the opportunity. The point is to give kids a chance to experience something away from technology, away from maybe even the troubles of their daily life sometimes, and just go and be a kid and have a good time, play in the creek, skip some rocks in the creek, and swim in the creek maybe even. And of course the animals are a huge part. We also have not just horses, we also bring in goats and rabbits and chickens, and the kids learn how to take care of them. And of course, they get to love on them and carry them around, not the horses,
Yeah.
but they get to handle them and learn how to feed them and take care of them. And it's always good to give something back to for them. So we find that's an important part of our camp. And yeah, it's just all of us love being there, and like I said, we have seen hundreds of kids in the 10 years that we've been doing this, and I believe that kids are having a good time and a good purpose is served for these kids in the
Now,
community.
how many kids do you usually get at these camps?
Okay, so that all depends on number one, how many vans are available, and but it's anywhere from it's usually an average of about 30 kids a camp.
Hmm.
So that's middle school 30 kids and elementary school 30 kids. Sometimes it's lower. We've had numbers way higher than that, but it all depends on how many volunteers we have. And because we want to have a good chaperone ratio,
Hmm.
so that has a big part to do. And again, how many vans, because we have to make sure that we can transport them. Um, even the big kids get dropped off. I would call them the big kids. They get dropped off at camp, but we do activities that require transportation while they're there because we might go, to a hike somewhere or some other place like Greenwood Furnace, a state park, or something like that. So, yeah. Something I didn't mention either. So we literally it's really the average is about 30, little lower sometimes, a little higher sometimes. But what I forgot to mention too is our registration is online and it starts up on April 2nd. It is first come and first serve. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything. Um, the link can be found on our page
Awesome.
on Facebook and it's not there yet obviously, but it will be there and it'll be live, and then you can sign your kids up there. And now I forgot what I was going to say. Yes, so registration opens. I mentioned earlier when I first started about the activities. We do monthly activities. However, kids have to have attended our camp before they're eligible to participate in our monthly or bi-monthly activities throughout the year. That's just so because they know how we run our camps and so that everything goes smoothly and that everybody has a good and safe time,
Mhm.
because sometimes you just want to make sure that everything runs smooth, because on a monthly activity we don't have a lot of time. It's usually a 2 or 3 hour block, and it may be a hike, a campfire, it might be a horseback riding activity, things like that. So yeah, we also have a website. We're working on that, on updating that right now. That's the payouthrranch.org. And like I said, we're working on upgrading it. And there'll be a link for sign up for registration for summer camp as well
Awesome.
on that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on and doing a short update or highlight on your organization. Um, and that's all for today, but thank you for joining us.
Okay, thank you, Colby. And if anybody has any questions, please go join our page and we'll be glad to answer those
Thank you.
questions.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for joining this highlight here. If you want to see more or you have organizations that you want to suggest, just message me sometime. Uh, have a good evening, Mifflin County. Bye.